ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy MaD 101 today. I've got some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare gameplay for you guys. As I explained last video, it's about bad quality. And I also may be doing some more Black Ops 3 on 360 at one point, but I am not sure at the moment. It's going to be the class I'm going to be using. If you want to copy it, then just go back to where it is in the video, pause it, look at it, do it, and then carry on watching. So we're going to do some TDM on Detroit, because everyone knows the guns in Detroit go together like peas in a pod. And I have got this, I've got my phone in a nice stable area. It's a distance back from my screen. So I'm trying to make this the best I can do, ladies and gentlemen. If you've got any criticisms about it, go to hell. Because this is the best I can do for the moment. Okie dokie. So yeah, using the standard M1 irons with a knife and the ARX 160 hole puncher. Which I do like the ARX 160 in this game. I prefer the Call of Duty Ghosts variant actually. I just feel like it performs better for my style of gameplay. But you know, they added to add a fan favourite from Ghosts. Fucking added a fan favourite from every Call of Duty in this game. You got the MP40 on next gen, you got the AK-47, the M16. They added a lot of fan favourites. Whoa, yep, because you can get stuck on random shit in this game. Yeah, so I was watching a video the other day for a Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified review. And Black Ops Declassified is the game that came out for PlayStation Vita, which I still want to get and I still want to have a play of it. And yeah, because I do own a PlayStation Vita. So I was watching this guy review the game, and he was bitching about the controls being kind of clunky, and then he follows it up by stating this, and I actually giggled my head off like a lunatic. He stated that Call of Duty is supposed to be a precision shooter, and the controls and the way the game felt did not feel like, you know, he could put any precision in his shots. Call of Duty is not a precision shooter. The guy in that video was talking from his arsehole, as most reviewers do. They bitch about a game that's probably the perfect representation of their favourite video game. I could tell this guy was a Call of Duty fanboy for the fact that the sad truth is that game that he was reviewing, which he classed as one of the worst Call of Duty games, he's actually explaining what Call of Duty is made of. It is a game where you spam guns like idiots, because honestly no one in this day and age has any precision in these games. They just spray like fucking idiots. Yeah, even quickscopers, but like, they don't really spray, they just take advantage of a glitch that really shouldn't be in the game. But you know, that's another video for another time. I can't be bothered to get behind that at the moment. I'm not in the mood for it. So yeah, I was going to upload this video a little bit earlier, but my friend wanted me to chill with them, so I did. Oh, hello. This gun, whenever I use it, is a piece of garbage. As soon as the bots get hold of it, they tap you with one bit of the laser and you die. Because Call of Duty much. I can't blame 1.5 for this, because this isn't even a Treyarch game. It's just Sledgehammer, and they're drugged up, the drug rampages that they have. You know, when they're all sitting in their development room, and they're all just fucking high as a kite, fucking munching on each other's knobs because they've got the munchies, and then they're like, oh my god, we need to have giant thruster packs, like nuclear missiles out of your asshole, and whatever. You know the basic Call of Duty meetings that they have where they explain the next retardedly ludicrous idea to add to their video games, and then they make it, and Activision comes along and tells them to exploit all this bullshit with supply drops that you have to pay for, just so you can get this weapon, that weapon. Advanced Warfare 1. The thing with that game, Advanced Warfare, this game that I'm playing now, the weapon variants could be game breaking, which they were very game breaking, but at least you did get guns for these things. Like, there'd be good ones and there'd be bad ones. That's how it works. But then on Black Ops 3, you got pretty much like a 0.8% chance of getting a gun in one of their paid supply drops. It's not even worth it, man. I'm sorry, but like, I don't even play Black Ops 3 on next gen. Like, when I go around a friend's place, I do now and again, but I don't go around there that often. So when I play it, I don't really feel it that bad. But all these people that I know that play the game and they love the game to death, though it's still Call of Duty and all the bright colours and the whip nays and all that bullshit. Just, I don't even know who the fuck thought that would be a good idea to put in a COD game. I still feel bad for them for the fact that they have to pay tons of their real money, their real hard-earned cash, to get a fucking 0.8% chance of getting a new weapon. And what I've been told, there's only like 2 or 3 decent new weapons that they've added to that game, and then the rest of them, I think, or if I've been told correctly, are absolute shite. Nah, I'm sorry. I want COD to go back to the old way. Don't get me wrong, I love the new DLC weapons that they can add to some of these games, but yeah, they screwed up. The best DLC weapon I've ever seen in a Call of Duty game was in Call of Duty Ghosts, and it was the Maverick Assault Rifle. If I can never get the DLC for that game at one point, well, I won't get the DLC, I'll just get that one pack, just for that one gun, the Assault Rifle version of the Maverick, which is definitely by far my favourite DLC gun. Second place has to go to Black Ops 2's, is it Peacekeeper? I think it is. Peacekeeper, I think it's the Peacekeeper. It's a decent submachine gun, but it had a lot of traits of an assault rifle, so it was more like a carbine. They didn't have that category in the game, which I think they should have easily added that category to the game, because that's what that gun was. That gun was a carbine, but you know, hey ho, Call of Duty and whatever. I do hope they bring back Marksman's Rifle in the next COD game, but they probably won't. Like, I don't care if the next Call of Duty is Space Warfare or Ghost 2. I would prefer Ghost 2, but, you know, and then there's some people that want Modern Warfare 4, and I'm like, please do not resurrect that fucking series. Don't resurrect that series. Like, most of the characters are now dead, and honestly, good. And, you know, I know they're British characters, don't get me wrong, but they were just jarring. They were just aggravating. The only one who wasn't was So McTavish. I liked him, I thought he was kind of cool, but fucking Captain Price just looked like a pedophile, so I just didn't like him. Creepy bastard. If they brought out Ghost 2, I would be chuffed, because they did leave it on a cliffhanger, so, and I want to know what happened after that cliffhanger. Like, you know, the last mission on Ghost, spoilers if anyone hasn't played that game yet, but if you haven't, fuck, it's been out for a couple of years now, just get hold of it and play it, fucking hell. But, you get to the last guy in the game, which is Rourke, if I'm correct, or something like that, and he is pretty much just butthurt because you thought he was dead, so some weird shit happened, and, well, you had to drop him to save your life, and he got butthurt, and he hunts all the ghosts down, and at the end, I'm not joking, you clearly shoot him in the heart with a high caliber revolver. And then out of nowhere, when you're back on the beach and you're just crawling up and you're trying to get yourself back together again, you know, he just turns up out of nowhere, drop kicks your brother in the head, and drags you off into the fucking brush, probably to butt fuck you and then brainwash you. Like, how does he do that when you've clearly pierced his heart with a revolver? But hey ho, Call of Duty. As I've said before, never expect any actual logic from a Call of Duty game. Fuck it, half the iron sights they put on their guns are backwards, and they don't even know what the fuck a gun's meant to be. These are just overhyped Nerf guns. And I'm just going to say this now, don't hate on me for this, just see where I'm coming from. I feel like every Call of Duty game that has ever come out is pretty much an overhyped, over-glorified indie game. They don't have official servers, man, like, It's old. Just get official servers, make your game an actual game, don't make it an over glorified indie game. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I feel like legit games have their own official servers, and the indie games have, like, you know, these shitty non-official servers that just are just garbage. It's just what the fuck, man. Game's been out long enough. Why do we still not have official servers for this game? You know. But hey ho. This has been your boy MadWeb 101. It's just been some Advanced Warfare gameplay. I've just been I've been kind of ranting, may I say, about the Call of Duty franchise and my opinions. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Sub, comment, like, dislike. I don't really give a shit. Just have a bit of fun with that little bit down there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Laters.